This is KUGAN CASSIUS Rifle London Rec Gloves Community Centre here in Bolton. With me I've got the first round knockout king, Callum Smith. What's happening, Callum?
Not much.
You alright?
Yeah, Sam. Good.
Got over the weekend?
Yeah, good weekend, really.
I said, have you got over it?
Yeah, I've got over it as well.
Bit of hysteria going on, weren't there, with your brother winning the British, you another first round stoppage and winning the English.
Yeah.
So it's all died down a little bit now.
Yeah, it's all died down and back in the gym today and back to normal. Now I've got another fight to look forward to. Liam can carry on celebrating, but I've got to get back to work.
I was watching a little bit of your pad work there with Joe.
Yeah.
I thought you didn't hit hard.
I don't.
I wouldn't take one of them. You couldn't pay me to take one of them.
Yeah. Might pay you for your next opponent. Let's see.
I'm sure a lot of people would give good money for you to give me one of them body shots.
Possibly, yeah. But I've got a lot of haters. So you have a lot of fans.
No, fans, but I'm sure just for the pure comedy value, I'm sure people would want to see that. I'd dodge every one of them. Yeah. I'd be moving like, About you're right, aren't I? What's next for you?
26th of October, Callum Bill. I'm not sure who or what.
Is it important now who it's who? Because like I said, you've had these 6 first round knockouts that everyone keeps publicising, including myself. But is it important now that, I know you say that Patrick Mendy was meant to be there, the one that took you the rounds.
Yeah, so I think Ed's got a bit of a tough job, but no, he's good at his job, and I'm sure he'll come up with someone who can give me rounds. But yeah, I do think as much as the 6 first rounds are getting me talked about, which is good, but I do need rounds. I can't go from 1 round to having a 12-round war for the British title. I do need rounds before I get there, and so hopefully, on October 26th I can get some.
Well, I mean, when I speak to Joe, and obviously this is a bit of you in the way you say this, that boxers don't get paid for overtime thing, but at this stage of your career where you haven't had that many fights, is it a worry at all that you're not them sort of rounds where you're not going to be used to them when you fight at sort of a higher level, that you're not going to be prepared for 10 rounders and 12 rounders and
obviously I'd like rounds before then, because I've done them in the gym and it's even comfortable, but it is different on fight night. It can be done. Stephen done it. Stephen went 12 rounds with John Simpson, who's a big test at the time, and I think the fairest deep being a 6, he struggled, but it can be done. But it is better to get them in before then. Ideally you'll do an 8, then a 10, and go the distance, and then a 12. But we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, I just meant to prepare you for a later stage of your career, but. I mean, listen, if you knocked everyone out in the first round throughout your whole career, I'm sure you won't be moaning, but, it ain't going to work like that. So, be interesting. Like I said, I think everyone's interested to seeing you. But this, I keep saying that, but then this Patrick Mendy was meant to be that one. So, it doesn't always work out.
I think up until I caught him, it was quite an interesting fight. He had a good jab, and it was making me think a lot more than I have in all my other fights. And, I caught him with a good shot, and I think the first fight time was the one that won me the fight. I think I only needed 1 clean shot after that, and maybe I rushed it a bit, but I knew I'd get him in the end. But I would like rounds for next time. I just say for further in my career, more than likely I'm going to have to go 12 eventually at a higher level, and it would be nice to know in the back of my mind that I can do it and I've done it before.
There was a suggestion from Joe Gallagher about the potential of you dropping down a weight. How serious of a suggestion is that?
I don't know, I'd have to ask Joe. I think it was just, a lot of people keep going on, he'll do light heavy, and I think Joe just said if anything there's more chance of him doing middle because of how comfortable I do super middle. People go on that I must struggle for the weight because of how tall I am, but I'll do it comfortable, and if there was a weight change then I think Joe would prefer middle, but I'm happy at super middle where I am, and I'm sure I've got a good career at super middle.
Who's that down to? Is it down to you or is it down to Joe?
Me, obviously, innit, the fighter, but you say we've got a good relationship, me and Joe, and we make decisions together, but I'm happy at super middle, and I'm sure it won't be long before I'm fighting the British at super middle.
No, I just meant like if Joe was saying it to you as a serious suggestion, and if you didn't want to do it, then I suppose you wouldn't do it. And,
Yeah, if I didn't want to do it, I wouldn't, but if I got offered then, I'd definitely consider it, but I'm not saying I'm going to middle and chasing the British title, because I've got my own career to look forward to, and I'm happy where I am at super middle. I think Joe was saying if it was offered a British title either way, then I picked the middle before the weight heavy. I think that was it.
It's all about the sensible option, I suppose.
Yeah, definitely.
But you've had so much, I will say, publicity. You've been in various TV things and boxing news and all the papers and everything. So, as a family, you just must be, well, as proud as anything.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I think my mum is enjoying this part of it. Obviously, she doesn't like the boxing and she doesn't go and watch. So, you know, I think she's enjoyed this week more than most. You know, all the publicity in the paper and, you know, seeing a lot four lads on the news and stuff and that. So she's enjoyed that side of it, and I'm getting to meet the Lord Mayor last week and that. So, you know, as much as she doesn't like the fighting side of it, I think, you know, she was proud this week seeing all that.
You know, obviously, you know I've got 6 brothers.
Yeah.
And all from Sri Lanka. They're actually still in Sri Lanka, and there was a period where we all held the Sri Lankan titles, all at different weights.
Yeah.
So you and your brothers might be bigging up this British title thing, 3 British champions running as champion. But me and 6 of my brothers held Sri Lankan titles, ranging from flyweight.
Super heavy.
Yeah. That's a true story. Ish.
I'll look into that. I'll Google it.
Ish. All right. Well, listen. Thank you very much for talking to me. It's weird because I interview you quite often. Yeah. No, I do interview quite often, and it's not. It ain't always easy to because
I said that to everyone. I'm not doing fights like I do the same interview all the time.
It's the same interview all the time.
Boring,
so straight after, it's like I interviewed the other day. It's like I interviewed Scott the other day, and I'm going to interview him again. But I am an award-winning reporter, so I'll always find different things to talk about. Young Callum. Alright, thank you very much for talking to us. And catch up with you. KUGAN CASSIUS here with Callum Smith at the Gloves Community Centre, Highfield, London. Thank you very much.